Okay, in this video we're going to look at the Battlestar Galactica Ovion, insect enemy from the TV space saga. I just picked this up, or it got delivered today. I bid on eBay for this on Sunday. The seller, I buy a lot of stuff from this seller, he's a good seller. And yeah, so I've already reviewed this one years ago. I had a carded example, but this one's in much better condition. So it's graded by UKG. Card gets 75, bubble gets 80, figure 90, and it says Ovion Series 1, 1978, Mattel 6-back, Battlestar Galactica. Bubble's got a little bit of yellowing to it. But you can see the figure quite nicely. I mean, the gimmick with this figure is he's got 4 arms. So the arms can move. I'm not sure, I think the legs move, the head doesn't turn though. But for 1978 it's not a bad looking figure, it's quite like this. I mean, the artwork on the card is just amazing. Really nice. They've put sort of slits on the eyes, whereas here they're more bug-like, also more orangey yellow, whereas here they're just a more yellow in colour. It's got this sort of fabric cloth, very plasticky, which he wears. I mean, obviously Mattel wants to compete with Star Wars. They're probably kicking themselves for not making the deal back in 77s, or whenever the deal was made with Kenner. Lots of toy companies passed up the deal, and then after that they saw the success of Star Wars and just wanted to get on that sort of bandwagon and have the next big sci-fi hit. So you had Mego with the black hole figures, Mattel with Battlestar Galactica. I mean, anything sci-fi would be, you know, they were all looking for the next Star Wars, and really it wasn't to be. I mean, they issued this in the first one 6 figures and then a further 4 more, which the latter release are harder to find. Same with the Battlestar Galactica. I mean the Battlestar Galactica, the Mego black hole figures, the ones that were released in the second wave are far harder to find, with the humanoid being one of the rarest figures ever. But I mean, I love the card art. It's just so colourful. It's sort of what they deem as futuristic sort of graphics writing almost. Still punched or unpunched. Galactica launching Vipers, Cylon Raider. So you could get, they did make these ships as well, but they weren't to scale with these figures. These figures are more in scale with the Star Wars figures. These ships were a lot scaled for figures about that sort of size, 2.5 inches tall. I mean, the show was shown in the UK. I never saw it in the cinema, but I loved the TV show. So you've got the Ovion, Cylon Centurion, Imperious Leader. He's probably the cheapest out of the lot. Lieutenant Starbuck, Commander Dharma, and the Daggett. 2 main variations of the Daggett, tan and the brown. I mean, the human figures are quite, you know, they use the same, more or less the same body sculpt. It's just the head and the colour, like he's blue, he's that sort of tan colour. Very nice though. I mean, the Cylon I just love because of the chrome finish on the upper armour. So I had, when I was a kid, I had these three for definite. Definitely, I had Dharma. Not sure about Star. I probably did have Starbuck. I'm not sure I'd had so I had those. Probably picked them up at Whiteley's when they were heavily discounted. But I do remember these, along with lots. Like obviously you had the Star Wars figures, but you also had. I mean, I had the Battlestar Galactica, I had the Black Hole figures as well. Great looking figure. Just amazing artwork. Really nice. I mean, I've got it on DVD, and I've got the 2003 version as well on DVD. But this is the original. Pretty cool show. So I mean, in the UK we had the Battlestar Galactica. I mean, before that we had obviously we had the old Star Trek, which is probably that and Space 1999 were the my two faves until Star Wars came along. But I don't mind a bit of Battlestar Galactica, as they say. Great looking figure. So I mean, he'd be the sort of the same time as Kenner was bringing out the Greedo, the Hammerhead, and Red Snaggletooth. So, very nice. Quite good grades. Got cards 75, figure bubble is 80, figure is 90. So there's a 90 Ovion in there. You can see there's some creasing on that side at the corner. Tiny bit of creasing there. But the ones I was like to get an idea of price, I was looking at ones on for sale in the States, AFA graded 80s and stuff like that, and they were a lot more pricey than this one. What I paid for this. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this one. It looks quite menacing. They appear friendly at the beginning of the movie, and then they turn into quite awful characters that need to eat human beings or feed them to their grubs, larvae. But yeah, on the planet Carolon, I believe. And you've got the feet, they're quite insectoid-like looking. Who doesn't like creepy bug-eyed looking monsters? There's a queen in this as well. I think she's got a more goldish skin tone though. Really nice looking figure. Just love the artwork. I mean, out of these six, the Cylon's the hardest to find. I mean, the legs don't move really, it's just the arms and the head. So he's posed like that. Starbuck's pretty cool. Strange they never brought out an Apollo. They did do Baltar, Bore. Well, I've got a guidebook, I'll show you that in a minute, what it says. It's a bit out of date, it's probably 20 years old, this magazine or book, but I thought it would be nice to look at. So put that there, and we'll get the guidebook. So it's got the Battlestar Galactica here. This is official price guide to action figures, second edition, $2.99. I'd say it's from the 90s, this book. Quite a good book. Stuart W. Wells and Jim Main. So, House of Collectibles, 1999. So this book's from 20, but covers all the different figures, modern, vintage, and up to, you know, all sci-fi figures and stuff like that. There's an introduction. So obviously the price is going to be out of date, but I mean it's good because it lists most action figure lines and stuff like that. Old stuff, new stuff. It starts with A-Team, Galoob, 1984-85. There's an A-Team figure, Real Monsters. So it's sci-fi and sort of popular TV UK action man there. Aladdin. Let's jump to Battlestar Galactica. Alien. So they'll have the Kenner alien there. A lot of, I mean, it's an American book, so it's going to have where are we up to? Batman. That'd be before or after Batman and Robin. A lot of Batman stuff. So, oh, here's Battlestar Galactica. So there's the Cylon Centurion, and it's got from the late 1970s ABC television series starring Lorne Greene as Adama, John Colicos as Baltar, Richard Hatch as Apollo, and Dirk Benedict as Lieutenant Starbuck. The header cards have some very attractive character-specific artwork. Commander Adama and his ragtag fleet searching for a shining star known only as Earth sounded like a great concept for the folks at Mattel. If the series had only been a little better and bought some scripts instead of just special effects, it and the toys might have lasted longer. So just remember, these are 1999 21-year-old prices. So Commander Adama, Imperious Leader, Silent Centurion Silver, Lieutenant Starbuck, Ovion, Daggett, Tan and Brown, which I mentioned. So here they've got the Ovion as being the least valuable. Then you've got the second batch. These ones, you can see the prices just jump up. So you've got Baltar, Silent Commander Gold, Bore, and Lucifer. I've got the Lucifer loose. Silent Commander Gold, he's the one to probably get. Then they did box sets in America, 3-figure box set, Gold, Cylon, Baltar and Lucifer, that's 115. 4-figure set, Daggett, Ovion, Imperious Leader and Silver Cylon, that's $90. 6-figure gift set, Ovion, Imperious Leader, Cylon, Centurion, Daggett, Commander Adama and Lieutenant Starbuck, that's 175. Then they go into more modern figures, Trendmasters. I mean, they're quite an awful range of figures. So yeah, I don't know if this has got colour in the middle of the book. It's got the Indiana Jones figure there. No. And then I can show you the DVD pack. So that's the UK PAL set, complete series. These Saga of the Star Wars Part 1 to 3 are, that's where you'll see the Ovion, and that's the sort of movie made into 3 parts. You get quite a lot of bonus material. So if you're a big fan of Battlestar Galactica, you know, classic artwork there. I'll show you the disc quickly and then we'll get back to the Ovion. The discs are quite nice. the Battlestar Galactica set, DVD set. I mean, sometimes it's good to look at why I would choose, because mainly I'm about Star Wars, but sometimes you wanna, if you have a passion for something like Battlestar Galactica, which I do, and the odd figure comes up that's not too expensive, or you want to upgrade your Ovion. And I mean, who doesn't want to upgrade this figure? Very nice. I mean, the artwork is just what makes this figure really pop. And I mean, it's quite a nice looking figure as well. Sort of a throwback to the 50s B movies, like Forbidden Planet and stuff like that. Oh man, I'm just rabbiting on and on and on. But I just got this just now. So I just unboxed it. I filmed that with my phone, and I'm now filming it with a tablet. So